Hey everybody, it's Joy Packard, and I couldn't go another moment without letting you know how much I am enjoying this beautiful weather in Houston, Texas. It's finally come to pass where we're in the 70s right now and going to be in the 50s tonight, and so it's very exciting this time of year in Houston. It's my favorite time of year, and it's going to be like this from like October till March or whatever, or maybe even May. And I just wanted to share a quick thought with you before I go and pick up my kids here pretty soon. And that is this, and that, we all go through our hard times in life. We all go through times where things don't always go as we want them to. And it's hard. We have bills to pay, and we have things that we have to get done, and we have health problems, and we have financial issues and relationship issues, and nobody is exempt. And I don't know, today I'm just feeling very grateful for being able to have the very many blessings that we have. And I just wanted to share that thought with you that, if you're going through a really hard time, and we all do, in whatever area of your life, that eventually, sooner or later, it will get better. And whether that be, today or tomorrow or whatever. And there's always excuse me, throat, but there's always something that we're going through in our life, and at that moment it feels like it's just impossible to get through. And that happens to me a lot in my life. I have a lot of different things. By having 8 kids, you're bound to have something happening every single day, and whenever you add on top of that everything else that's going on in your life, then it just makes that happen as well. So I'm just feeling really grateful today, especially because I'm loving this weather out here. It's so silly that weather controls how I feel, but it does. When I'm on a blue beach, then it's exciting. And whenever I'm in Houston and it's windy and 70 something degrees and I get to wear my boots and things like that, it just makes me happy. And so then it makes me think about thank you, Aubrey. This is my daughter-in-law. So it just makes me think about, the things in my life that I'm grateful for, and the trials. I talk about that a lot, but we have a lot of things that happen in our life on a daily basis. We have daily things that make it hard for us. And sometimes at the moment, like I say, it's really hard. It's really hard. And you think that, okay, will I ever make it through this? You may have some wayward child, or you may have financial situations, or whatever it is. And it's just exciting to me to know that, eventually, as you keep on going and you do things, lately I've been trying to declutter. I've been trying to declutter my life and my house. One thing I've been kind of starting with is just going room to room and decluttering my home. And it just makes me feel so much better. And that's kind of how I've been doing my life, and I look at the different areas, and I talked about this last night, different areas of our life that we may have been wanting to kind of, go through and figure out and know that, all right, this is really, really hard. Hey, Johnny. And, we have like different things that we go through in our life. Like, for example, let's just say that we have something financial, and we see this huge amount of money that, we may somehow have racked up our credit cards, or we may have, whatever it is, bought something on credit that we wish that we didn't. And believe me, I've had my share of all of that. And it just feels like it's just not able to be accomplished. And I think it's just a matter of and we talk about chunking your different things that you have to get over, and then taking them into smaller pieces. And whether that be your finances or your relationship, or decluttering your home, which I've been doing and it feels so much better, or figuring out something in your business that you have to realize is going to take a little bit longer to get through. And like, for example, I just came from an Amazon private label retreat, and it's a different way that you have to, it's a different way to make money on Amazon. Is it easier than everything else that I'm doing? No, it's probably the hardest way, but yet in the long run, it's very substantial, and it's probably one of the most substantial incomes that you can make as far as selling on Amazon. So that's the thing is that sometimes, things take longer. Things that are worth it take longer. Just like that example about that. So there you go. And, there's just a lot of other blessings in my life. I think, when I have a son on a mission, it just seems like there's just blessings of outpour that come to our family. And I know that that's not everything, but that's something. Whenever, you have someone in your family that is serving and doing things like that, your family's blessed. And I just feel really, really blessed today. And I feel like, I just feel like I can conquer anything today. And I don't know why. I think it's the weather. I think it's just that I'm paying my bills off today. Or it's just, I'm about to get a letter from my son, an email, and, listening to him. But I just think I see a lot of things in my life that were really hard at one point. And they're still hard, to a certain point, but then you see like the end eventually on some of them. And it's just so, so exciting. And it just makes me want to share that with you, because I know each of us, every single one of us, no one is exempt, go through daily hardships. We all do. None of us are going to be exempt from that. And I just know that eventually you're going to get over it sooner or later. It's going to end. You're going to have a solution for it, whether it be in one day. One of the things that's happened that I learned today, and I won't share exactly what it is, but it's something that has been through in our life for about 10 years that we've been dealing with. And today was kind of like an end thing. And I guess I'll share it with you. It was like some back taxes that we owed. Okay. And we thought, that there was a huge balance or whatever still. And we found out that it was paid for. And it was just such a blessing, to not have to think about that anymore. And all these years, has it been, on my mind? And are we worried about it? Yeah. And so there are things in your life, I'm sure, just like in mine still, every single day that we're worried about, or we think it's not going to get better. And it does. Eventually it's going to get better. And you just have to work your way through it. And you just have to realize that sooner or later, it will come to pass. And one of these days, I'm going to finish my song. I'm going to finish my song called It Will Soon Have to Pass. Because I wrote it whenever my son, my first son, was a baby. And he was a really hard baby. And I remember writing that title thinking, this is hard. Having to wake up every single day and, deal with how hard he was. And now today he's an angel. He's one of the most angelic people you'll ever meet. But I think that... like I say, as today, I'm just thinking about my life, because my birthday is coming next week, and it just makes me, kind of review my life of what I've been through. And so anyway, I'm going to continue to enjoy my day, and I hope you're enjoying yours, and I hope the weather is as amazing wherever you are as it is here in Houston. This is the time of year that I love, really, really love living here. So I hope this has helped you in some way. I hope that eventually, somewhere on here, there's a follow button or live subscribe, and feel free to do that. You can also go to my blog at joypackard.com, and you can catch some past videos, and, we're eventually making it to where we can have these daily discussions here and there. And anyway, you guys take care. I'm going to go finish doing what I'm doing, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Take care. Bye.